Shabbat Shalom, everyone. This week's portion is the portion of Mishpatim, which means laws, all the civil laws, all the damages, and the laws of neighbors. And in the beginning of the parsha, we read about law that pertains to a slave. If a slave shall work with you 6 years, in the 7th year he should walk free. And this is a little bit troubling. The laws of slavery in our day and age. Is the Torah still relevant by talking about slaves? Here we have to understand that the Torah is talking about human beings, and human beings, the most important thing is their dignity. And we have to give a person equality, we have to give him justice, we have to give him his freedom. And by talking about that, we get to the understanding of a slave. What is the slave in the Torah? We're talking about a person that stole something from someone. He does not have the money to return to the person that he stole from, and therefore he enslaves himself. He works for this person for 6 years, but the Torah tells us even if a person did not give back all the money that he stole on the 7th year, he must be freed. Why is that so? Because the Torah, it takes into account that slavery is not something that we encourage. Slavery means that a person, his self-dignity is taken away from him, his freedom is taken away from him, and therefore on the 7th year he has to be free, and he has to have his self-dignity back. He has to fill his life with meaning, he has to fill his life with ambitions, and that's why he does not only survive in this world, he also lives in this world. And here the Talmud in the tractate of Kiddushin says something very unique. It says that if you have a slave, you have someone working for you, his conditions have to be as the conditions that you give your family. So if you sleep in a certain bed, he has to sleep in the same bed. If you eat a certain type of food, bread, water, wine, you have to give him the same amount of. His social benefits have to be the same social benefits that your family has. And the tractate in Kiddushin ends with this sentence: if you have a slave, you actually acquire a master for yourself. It's not a slave. He actually has more benefits than you have. And therefore, the Torah is a warning against slavery. Do we have slavery today? I think that the Torah's teaching towers over the situation that we have today. And it's a beacon of light to show us that in our day and age, the warning against slavery still exists. Slavery today, we have it in every corner of this planet. Whether you go to China, whether you go to India, whether you see people that are producing gadgets for the Western society, whether you see women that sell themselves in Thailand, or people, even in the United States, that don't earn as much as they're supposed to earn. There are slaves today in our day and age, and the Torah tells us, give them their dignity, give them their equality, give them their freedom, and have their life be a life of meaning. These people should not only survive in this world, they should live in this world. How strong is the Torah message in this week's portion? Before you talk about any civil law or any civil rights, remember that a person is a person. He needs his dignity, he needs his rights, he needs his equality, and most of all, he needs his freedom. Shabbat Shalom.